everyone, it's Sanni. So this is obviously going to be my Halloween look. It's a Beauty Pageant Queen Zombie, so it's like a pageant queen zombie, and it's a really fun look to do. You kind of pale your face out, you do these really deep eyes, but kind of with a little bit of pink and sparkle, because it is a beauty pageant queen after all. You don't want it to be completely just death and core. And then you draw little veins around your face and add a little bit of fake blood, and you've got yourself a beauty pageant zombie. So I really hope you like the look. I'll go through it step by step. It's easier to create than it looks, and I really apologize already because they're doing some building work in my apartment block, and every once in a while I just have to fade the sound out because it's horrible. They've been at it for months and this morning's bad again. So really sorry about that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. For my base, I'm using a combination of two products. I'm using the Vichy Dermablend in a 15, which is the lightest shade they do. And then I'm combining it with my white MAC face and body. And I'm just going to do 50-50. So I'm just blending it on the back of my hand. And it's just like that. It's not 100% white. I prefer it not to be, because I do actually want my skin to look as pale as possible, but still kind of nice. And just spread it with your hand. Get into the hairline as much as possible. So then I'm going to start creating the shadows immediately. I'm using a new MAC Paintpot. This is called Hyperviolet, and it's like a really pretty plummy color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the under eyes first with this, and just use your finger and create those kind of really big shadows under your eyes. And just blend the edges kind of with your finger. It doesn't need to be too precise. And then I'm going to draw two lines down the side of my nose. And again, blend those. You'll need a lot of tissues available because your fingers, it's like finger painting. Then we're going to do the cheek. So just identify the bits on both sides of the cheeks, and you pull a line down and one upward, and again blend. Now some people like really defined line here. I don't. I want it quite blended. And then we're going to go to the forehead. So you just kind of pull a line down, all the way down like this. And then just before I powder, I'm just going to add my lid color. And I'm using Makeup Forever in a 09. It's Makeup Forever Aqua Cream. And it's kind of a super pretty pink. And I'm just going to use my finger again and pop that on the lid and just blend it well. And then right now I'm going to powder lightly. I'm just using Prep and Prime. Well, not lightly actually. I'm going to use quite a lot. Since it is a Halloween look, I'm going to use my Tarte for True Blood palette for some eyeshadow. And I am using, hold on, I need to check this color. It's the purple one, and it's called Glamour Me. So it is this one, it's a dark purple. Obviously you don't need to have this palette to do this look. I'm using my MAC 217. And we're going to go under the eyes and around. So where you put the paint pot, just go over all of that. And really blend the edges here. When you get to the outer corner, you're going to start pulling it in. It's just like when you're doing eyeshadow, you kind of create a V here. Well, this is a very, very big V. So you're going to start pulling in. So when you look, it's almost like you're creating this hole that has a little bit of pink eyeshadow to make it prettier. And you start kind of pulling it in and then really pull it out here and blend it onto the pink. And I'm going to use my MAC 224 just to blend this outer corner out really well. And just keep blending the edges. Pull it out when you're way out here, like way out. And then you're going to start blending it and blending it. And then we'll add a little bit of black. So I'm still using the same brush and I am using, I think it's called Legend. Yeah, so it's just the black from the same True Blood palette. And just pop it here in the outer corner of the eye. Both below here and just up. It's just to deepen that area. And at this point I like to add whatever is left on my brush just to where the darkest bit of my cheek is meant to be. Just dust there. And just there. And then I'm using my MAC 130 just to blend it out a little bit. Now we're going to line the eyes. I'm just using my MAC Blacktrack and my Schuemore 6M brush. And just really kind of liberally line your eyes. This look is not about having the perfect eyeliner. Don't line the waterline, just line around. Mascara, MAC Zoomlash, loads of. I'm then going to pop on some false eyelashes. These are, can't remember where these are from. These are the 307s. Anyway, the point is that there's kind of like really long lashes on the outer corners of the eyes. So I'm just going to pop these on. So while the lashes dry, I'm just going to clean my waterline with a Q-tip, because you want your eyes to like look big and white in the middle. And then I'm using my Guerlain pencil in Call Me Ivory. You can use any kind of white or light pencil. So then I'm going to take a MUFE product that I have. It's the Makeup Forever Aqualiner. And it's in a red. The color is number 10. And you just kind of first have to shake it up. Then first I'm going to line just over that black liner. This is so gorgeous. You don't have to be careful about it. Just get a little bit of that kind of red in there. This you're not allowed to put inside of your waterline, unfortunately. Wait for it to dry a little bit. It's quite wet kind of liner, but once it sets, it really does set. And then line over where you put the lashes. And then again, dry it a little bit. And then we'll get to the fun part. I love doing this. Decide how you want the veins to go. I'm actually going to start in the middle of my forehead between my eyes and just start drawing one up. And then across. So draw a couple of veins. And you can go down, all the way down your neck. I prefer to concentrate most of them on I'm kind of doing a diagonal. There's a little bit elsewhere. And then we'll do the lips. Once the whole look is done, you can add more veins if you want to. I'm lining and filling in my lips with MAC Cherry. I'm going to really kind of concentrate on making the arch of my mouth quite big. Arch of my lips. Then I'm going to use Cake Moss for Rimmel, my new favourite red, in a 01, just straight from the tube. And then, at least for me, the funnest part, fake blood. Now this is Kryolan, so it literally kind of looks like that. And I'm just using you could use whatever brush, I'm using a Sigma E45. And you decide where you want kind of your main bloody feature to go. I actually want the blood to come out of my nose, go into my mouth, and then continue down my neck. You can put it on your hairline, you can put it everywhere. So what I do is I literally get the brush, really get it in my nostril, and then what I do is tilt your head back and put a massive amount. So it starts running down on its own, like real blood would. But when you put loads of it on and then you just let it run, it creates like a really natural effect. And then I'm just going to let it run down my neck. And it gets a lot darker when it dries. So I'm just going to let this dry and I'll be right back. So the blood is almost dry now, and I of course added a little tiara and a little bit of bling to go along with it. I would probably wear like late 1980s, 1990s, like a prom dress with this. Splatter it with a little bit of blood, maybe cut it short and rip it a little bit, and it would look really good. And a sash, of course. I was looking for a sash at Claire's Accessories, but I couldn't find one. I think they're all sold out. But I added a few extra veins as well on my face, because once the look is done you kind of see how many veins you actually need. But so I hope you really enjoy this look, and you don't need to use the same products as I was using. You can use whatever just to kind of create the same little effect. But if you like my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Happy Halloween!